Welcome, everybody. Let's go Niners. My name is Jason Aponte. Absolutely fucking pathetic. Don't mince words. The kicker thing's unfortunate. Kickers don't fucking miss tackles. Kickers are not putrid in the red zone. Kickers did not allow this team to hang around. I warned against this shit all week. All week. Oh, Arizona lost to Buffalo, or they lost to this team and Washington blew them out. Who gives a fuck? They always play the Niners tough. When the Niners play like that, they deserve to lose. This better be a slap in the face. This is a slap in the face in all facets. Disgusting fucking tackling. The 49ers scored 23 points today, 7 on the back of a block kick in the red zone. Absolutely terrible. Fumbling the football. Red zone offense is ass. I don't want to blame this on Jake Moody. Jake Moody doesn't run the offense. Jake Moody's being asked to kick. In this game, the 49ers missed 15 tackles. Fumbling the football in the red zone. Interception at the end of the game. This game felt like it was getting out of hand. This felt just like the Rams game. Just like the Rams game. And yet, here we fucking are talking about this team and the most putrid loss in Kyle Shanahan's history. And I thought I said that earlier this year with the Rams. This one was fucking terrible. Absolutely embarrassing. Everyone deserves to get shitted on for this one. I can look around at everybody and point it to everybody. Missed tackles by everybody. Purdy didn't play his best ball today. Say it. Say it out loud. Kyle with the play calling. Say it. Say it out loud. Execution. Say it out loud. Everyone. Everyone. Sure. Having a kicker would be cool. You don't have to go for it on 4th and 23. I get it. I'm not blaming this shit on Jake Moody. If Jake Moody's not there to make that tackle, there's probably another touchdown the other way. Poor guy. I hope he's good. But you have a game in which you're leading by that much, and your offense, all they have to do is put this shit away. And that's what you fucking throw up. Disgusting. Absolutely putrid. Blame everyone. Mason, horrible fumble. Can't happen. Can't happen. Drop passes. Can't happen. In a game in which Brandon Ayuk had 100 yards before halftime. Can't happen. Absolutely can't happen. Everyone deserves to get shitted on for this one. This isn't me being emotional. This isn't me overreacting. That's a fucking putrid loss. We should be embarrassed. I don't want to hear shit about the Heat. I don't want to hear shit about the kicker. The kicker is not the one not getting it done in the red zone. The kicker is not the one not tackling anybody. The kicker is not the one fumbling the fucking football. Absolutely deserve to lose this one. They deserve every bit of slander. All of it. All of it. All of them. It goes all the way around. Nick Sorensen, Kyle Shanahan, Brock Purdy at certain aspects, Jordan Mason, all of them. They all deserve it. Devondre Campbell, Isaac Yiadom on 4th down. You're letting Marvin Harrison get open. All of them. They all deserve it. Every single person deserves blame. We are not putting this on one person. We are putting this on the entire San Francisco 49ers team, coaching staff. All of them get it. Everyone. Everyone. Shout out to everybody in here. I'm sorry if I keep yelling or whatever. That was fucking disgusting. That was disgusting. Ryan says, Jay, when we lose, why does it seem like we lose in the same way? It was almost predictable how the rest of the game was going to go, just like the Rams game. Anybody saw this coming. This was like watching a car crash happen in slow motion. You're getting down the field. You almost feel like, okay, maybe they'll score a touchdown this time. You get a clutch third down conversion from George Kittle. You give the ball to Mason, fumble the football. After that, you have to know the game's over. Defense is gassed, fine. But when they weren't gassed, they were still missing tackles. Still. Kyler Murray puts the football in somebody's belly, runs. Guys are fucking spinning around, and he's running right past them. Hufanga, missing tackles, out of place. Jair Brown, missing tackles. I can go through everybody. Mooney Ward, outside on 30 yards of cushion, allowing guys to just run up. Where's Mooney Ward this year? Where you been? I know I joked on Twitter about you playing this way so you didn't have to, make us pay more next year. Where are you? You want to get paid? You want to go home? Roberto says, worst game I've seen by a Niners team in decades. This is the worst loss in the Kyle Shanahan era that's not a Super Bowl. Hands down. Hands down. Let's see. We got some more super chats. Shout out to everybody in here. I'm sorry if I'm yelling. There's too many cooks in the kitchen and no head coach. Meant too many cooks in the kitchen. Thanks, man. I got it. I don't know what else to say, man. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat this shit. And this week, I am not letting this shit slide. And neither should you guys. All year, we talked about. All year, I mean, at least this year, we talked about, give Sorensen time. Okay, man. It's 5 weeks now. Okay, man. You don't got time to dick around anymore, not knowing what you're doing. We're at a point where we know exactly who teams are now through 5 weeks. We've got a good grasp on it. Bottom line, this is not a San Francisco 49ers team that is primed to go into January. These are 2 NFC West losses against 2 teams that are inferior to you. And you let both of them slide in different ways, same, but different somehow. Why is Devondre Campbell still on the field? Why is it that consistently, no matter who the defensive coordinator is, when their zone reads, everyone is standing around, looking around like they've never seen it before? Why is it that nobody can tackle anybody? My God. My God. This shit is crazy. Demo and Ayuk, only ones that showed up. Alex Gordon, red zone offense is the biggest issue. We can never score in the red zone. We're always settling for field goals. We have 0 red zone offense. What a joke. With the remaining schedule, how many they lose? I don't know, man. I mean, right now, they've got a loss to probably the best team in the NFC right now, Minnesota, 5-0. And they've got 2 disgusting losses in their division. And right now, the Seattle Seahawks are losing to the New York Giants. And right now, you, on a short week, have to go to Seattle now. And you're gassed today. You're gassed today. Thank you for the donation, man. Get rid of Kyle. He can't finish. He's the head coach, and his team can't finish. Super Bowl as OC. Couldn't finish. 2 Super Bowls as head coach with a lead. Couldn't finish. At some point, we got to look at the head coach. I'm going to let you guys cook, man. But I'm not letting anybody slide. This is on everybody. Brock didn't play his best ball today. Mason, you can't fumble the football. Devondre Campbell's a liability. Our safeties can't tackle. We cannot finish in the red zone. And we scored 7 points on a blocked field goal against the bottom worst pass defense in the NFL and one of the worst run defenses in the NFL. Disgusting. Flat out disgusting. No excuses. None. Not the fact that Jake Moody was hurt at all. That was just one of the things that happened in this game. But Jake Moody doesn't have to tackle people. Jake Moody doesn't have to finish in the red zone. Sure, it'd be nice for you to get field goals. But when you had him and you were actually kicking, you were still taking field goals. And that's not enough. That will never be enough. This red zone offense is gross. Is gross. Reminds me of the Harbaugh years. Horrible red zone, field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal. Not going to get it done. Not going to get it done. I'm afraid Kyle is going to rush CMC now. That's what it is, right? In the red zone. It's, oh, just give it to 22. The play calling. It just, again, I'm not letting anybody slide. I love Kyle. You know I'm a defender. This game was fucked up, Kyle. And when it all goes right, everybody goes to the coach and praises him. Well, you know what? When it all goes wrong, you have got to step in the box. Don't give me some condescending fucking answer at this press conference either. Trying to condescend to people who are asking questions about where this game went wrong because you know ball and they don't. Bottom line is you fucking lost. Your team lost another game that was right there for winning. I don't want to hear your condescending answer. I don't want to hear you smirking or condescending to anybody in the press conference that wants to put the screws to you. You have to answer. You have to give a good answer. You have to figure out how to fix it. This is a total systematic failure of a game. Up and down. Everybody gets it. Everyone gets it. It's not one person. Everyone. They all get it. So I don't want to see you go to the booth and say, well, I mean, we had to play. So, I mean, if you watch the tape, fuck that. Say it. We blew this one. We look like shit. We got to figure it out. Say it. Don't condescend to people that are going to put the screws to you. Say it. Say what's going on. Say how you let this shit happen. I don't want to hear it. Well, if you watch the tape. Fuck that. Say it. We played like shit today. It wasn't our best. We need to fix this. But somebody's going to ask you a question, and you're going to act all high and mighty about it. And you're going to act and condescend. I know it, Kyle. Someone's going to ask you, why is it that this team continues to blow 10-point leads? And you're going to say, well, it's different circumstances. And there's a little luck involved. And shut up. I don't want to hear that shit. Let's get to these super chats. Roberto says, you can say whatever you want about the coaches or the lackluster effort by the players. It's everything. If the players' effort isn't there, then you look at coaching. Whose job is it to get them ready? Whose job is it to put them in positions to succeed? Both things can be true. Both things can be true. You have to look at the coach. The coach has to be the one to prepare them. And if they're not prepared, you have to ask the coach why your team wasn't prepared. But you're going to say, I'm watching the game, and we'll watch back on the film. Fuck that. I want to hear that shit. Should have ran the ball on third down on the 2-yard line. Seems easy. Cause ZG, everything you're saying is tied to team discipline. That's a direct reflection on the head coach. Thank you. Thank you for the donation as well, too. I haven't been this mad about a Niners game in so long. And you know what's funny is I always tell myself, it's just like, I'm disconnected because I kind of want to be objective and I don't want to yell and all that, right? And here I am. Like, the Niners, they get the ball. The Cardinals get the ball out of the second half. The Niners get a stop, and you get nothing. The entire second half. I don't want to hear this shit about the kicker not being there. The kicker being there masks what's really wrong. The red zone offense. So now you don't have a kicker. So now you have to execute. And now everyone knows you can't execute. Because even when the kicker was there, you weren't executing. I don't know what to say, man. I really don't know what to say. This is top to bottom, everyone gets it. Everyone gets it. No one is absolved in this one. No one. Except for Ayuk. Funny how that works this week, right? You get the Ayuk breakout game, and then that happens. No one's absolved in this one. Answer the question, Kyle Shanahan. Someone go and ask him, why is it your teams can never finish 10-point leads and higher? Why is it your team has blown 2 easily winnable games? Don't give that condescending ass answer, and somebody better follow up and ask him. And they better not let him off the hook. I'm usually not like this because I've gone to press conferences. I understand. Coaches are going to give you coach speak answers. They're not going to say anything. I completely get that. Not this time. Not this time. Do not let him off the hook. Ask the question because it needs to be answered. Because you need to stand up and tell everyone it's fucked up right now. It's wrong. It's all wrong. Fix it. When things go right, you get the praise. When things go wrong, you've got to fix it. Answer the question. Do not condescend to anyone who's going to ask you that question. John says Moody would have missed the game winner anyway. It sounds like he has a high ankle sprain. So now we've got to find a kicker off the street because I'm fairly certain that he's not going to be ready for Thursday. Heading into a game that now, okay, so Seattle's 3-2, right? It looks like, yeah. Okay. They lost to the New York Giants. Okay, cool. So heading into that game, that could have been the 49ers going into first place. And now, Thursday, with your defense gassed, is in an absolute must-win situation because the Kansas City Chiefs come in and the Dallas Cowboys come in the next 2 weeks, and then you go to your bye. Ryan, the silver lining is Seattle stinks. That also helps. Maybe the NFC West is doo-doo. Everyone. Maybe. Just maybe. But my God, this game went from a springboard into the 49ers getting back in the first place and then going up against the Chiefs and then the Cowboys and then going into your bye week, possibly getting Dre Greenlaw back, maybe Christian McCaffrey, maybe John Feliciano, help out the offensive line a little bit more, to absolute 100% must-win game on Thursday night. Must-win game on Thursday night, or I fear your season's cooked that quickly. Historical data will tell you that when you are under 500, when you are 2-3, when you are 2-4, if that's the case, you don't make the playoffs, even with the expansion. Thursday has gone from a springboard to getting to first place to an absolute must-win because of that awful fucking performance. And you know who earned that? The 49ers earned that. Kyle Shanahan earned that. You guys earned that. You earned that L. I'll give you that. You earned that L. You had to work real hard. You made it look real hard to lose that game. You had to work real hard for it. Insane. Insane. Boxing fan, no points in the second half versus this defense. What the fuck? Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't feel good. Everyone needs to look in the mirror, take accountability. Where are you, Mooney Ward? I haven't seen you all year. No tackling. Guys out of position. Our safety situation is cooked right now, it looks like. I love Tig, man. It just too many missed tackles. And I keep hoping that his angles change, and I know what type of player he can be. Very nice young man, but not playing well enough, and he knows that. He knows that. He can tell you that. If we're going to have guys that are going to be back there missing tackles, then you might as well play Malik Mustafa. If we're going to have guys be picked on and be liabilities at linebacker, we might as well play D. Winters. At least those guys can show us something different. Devondre Campbell's cooked. The whole league knows it. They're going after him in any fashion they can, whether it's running the ball right at him, whether it's throwing the ball right at him. That's it. They know it's him. Our safeties, missing tackles. Maybe Hufanga's injured. He looked bad while he was out there today. Point blank. The safety situation is in trouble. The secondary hasn't looked good. Diamador Lenore is the best secondary player this season. I haven't seen Mooney Ward all year. 13 yards of separation. I don't understand it. Throw behind you to Marvin Harrison. You don't turn around, get your hand up, or turn your head around. Caught. Mooney Ward, where are you? It'd be really nice for you to recapture some of that run that you got last year. My goodness, man. This one fucking stinks. And it stinks to high heaven. And it's going to stink for a while, man. I'm sorry. Not to be overly dramatic. And again, everything can happen in a season. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm just talking about this singular week. And it is indicative of the team that you've been seeing. Obviously, they haven't been doing well in red zone. Obviously, they've been terrible on special teams aside from the block kick today. Shout out to Jordan Elliott. Obviously, they've had problems on defense, and they can't stop the run. Down the stretch, they were just getting gashed by Connor. Obviously, they've had missed tackles. That's been going on all year. All these things have been going on all year. Obviously, they've had red zone problems all year. That all came to a head in one game. This game absolutely sucked, and it was everything. And it has nothing to do with Jake Moody being injured. Nothing. Because even when he wasn't injured, you were not punctuating drives with touchdowns. And you are not going to beat anyone, less a divisional opponent that plays here like this all the time with you. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. Doesn't matter who the coach is. The Cardinals always play the Niners tough. I warned about this shit all week. Don't sleep on this team. They're going to sit there. They're going to be in this game. If you keep them around, they're going to be annoying. Still can't stop a running quarterback. You know they're going to run the football, and you can't stop the run. Missed tackles. Guys out of position. Dropped footballs. Brandon, you got 147 receiving yards today. I don't understand it. Don't look at what Arizona did against Washington. That's a one-off. This game had all the makings of being like this. Ugly, annoying. I talked about it all week. The comments were lighting up. Oh, it's Arizona. What are you worried about? That's what I'm worried about. That right there. That bullshit. They have a terrible defense, and the 49ers can't walk them down. Guys are missing. The Cardinals are missing their best interior defensive lineman. He's out for the year. Arizona's secondary gets picked on by everybody. Fumble in the red zone. Red zone, 1 out of 6 red zone trips for touchdowns is fucking disgusting. Horrible. If another team did that, you would say, wow, that team is not good. I don't think that you're too far off when you're talking about it with this offense, man. Brock didn't have a good game today. Too much hero ball. That sack that he took, horrible. Why? I get it, man. I love when you're making the play and everything. Get rid of it. Get rid of it, man. It got to a point where they were just dropping everyone. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Everyone gets it. Kyle, Sorensen, the players, everybody gets it. Everyone. This is a total team catastrophe. Disaster class. Incredibly disgusting loss. The worst loss in Kyle Shanahan's era in the regular season. Hands down. Not the Colt McCoy Arizona game. Not even week 2 against the week 3 against the Los Angeles Rams. This one right here is the worst loss in the Kyle Shanahan tenure. Hands down. No question. None. You have all your weapons. You have that defense in front of you. Don't tell me it was about the kicker not being there, because even when the kicker was healthy, your red zone offense was trash, as it's been the entire season. You had plenty of opportunities to win this one. You had plenty of opportunities on defense to stop the game and end the game, and you didn't. You deserve every bit of slander that's coming your way this week. And if people are not happy with you, if people are starting to lose faith with you, then do this. Look in the mirror and point at yourself. And don't condescend and make it seem like people are tripping if they ask you, why is it your team cannot finish 10-point games? Why is it your team continuously blows leads? Why is it your team looks lackadaisical, not ready to perform, not in position to succeed? All of that stuff, you can look at the players and say that's effort. Effort goes to the coach the same way preparation and everything else goes to the coach. Embarrassing loss, Kyle Shanahan. You have to wear this one. And do not get up on that press conference stand and condescend to anyone who is asking you what the fuck happened in this one. And why is it your team can never finish games out? Why is it your team continues to look awful and lose to inferior teams? Why is it your team cannot convert in the red zone? Don't tell them to watch the tape. Don't give them a stupid answer about that they don't know ball. Say this. We fucking suck right now. We need to fix it. And I need to do it, and I blame myself. That's it. Sorry, guys. I hope you're not sitting around with kids. I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much. Over 1,100 people in here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the donations. Appreciate you guys. I'm frustrated. I had to let it out. I'm going to go get insanely drunk. I'm done with this one. This one is up there. Whew. I don't remember being this mad about a regular season loss. Maybe ever. Maybe ever. But at the same time, guys, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Sorry for the cursing. Hope I didn't go too crazy. But it felt like it needed to be said. Every single person deserves blame here. All of them. In this game, everyone. Brock, Mason, all the missed tackles, special teams, defense, cosplay, calling, all of it. All of it. It's not one person. Certain people play better than other people, but as a collective effort, when you throw up a game like that, that's the result that you get. And you deserve every bit of that loss. And you deserve every bit of all of the slander that is about to come your way. Kyle Shanahan, you've got a few days to fix this shit because you play on Thursday in a game that could have been the 49ers getting back in the first place has now turned into an absolute must-win against the Seattle Seahawks who just lost to the New York Giants. You better thank your lucky stars that Seattle is trash too. You better thank your lucky stars that the Rams and the Seattle Seahawks are trash. You better thank your lucky stars because if they were any good, this team would be buried. I'm going to get out of here, guys. I'm Jason Aponte. As always, go Niners. Rolling my eyes at that one. But have a good night. Welcome, everybody. Let's go Niners. My name is Jason Aponte.